The weather has taken a bit of a turn, I'm afraid to say. It's a bit dull here and a bit drizzly as well, but we're still hoping for another excellent game of hurling, and I'm sure we will get that on this fine Abbotttstown pitch here with the lads from Laois in the blue there that you've been looking at in the first few seconds, and the lads from Meath over to your left in their traditional green colours, and the captains coming in to the middle for the toss with the referee, who is Rory Hanley from Dublin. Now we know that the Laois captain is there, number 6 Harry Donoghue from the Harps Club, and you see there number 8 for Meath is their captain, and that is Cian McCaig from Ratos. So they will get the photograph taken there for posterity, and they'll get the toss taken as well. And there is a breeze, so the toss could be a little bit significant. The breeze going, I'd say, from pretty strongly now from left to right. Wasn't so important in the first game, but has picked up. So you will want to play from left to right if you want that advantage. It's there for you. You see the flag on the far right of the screen there, the yellow flag. It's blowing from left to right. So it is the 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge Corn William Robinson. We've already had one today, final, and now we're getting the second one. Really good game in the first one between Armagh and Kildare. Conditions a little bit better in terms of the weather, but the pitch the same, and lots of fine hurling in that, and we're expecting the same from these two teams today. Meath have racked up the scores in the quarterfinals and semi-finals, scored 4-14 against Tyrone and 2-18 against Mayo. They conceded quite a bit as well, but big high scoring games, whereas Laois against Kildare and Roscommon, there was 2 goals in each game for them, 228 and 223. Good scoring as well for Laois. So we're expecting something similar today. That'd be great. So not too far away from the start of the game. Things getting organised, so probably a good time to look at the team lineups. And we've heard there's one change at least on the Meath setup. Not sure about Laois, but Meath have told us they have one change, and there is the Meath team. So the change is 24 for 10, so 10 is not starting. That's Owen Smith. He's replaced by 24 Alex Cole, Alex from the Trim Club. So I'll go through the team for you. Manager Ray O'Connor, there's a whole backroom team there, I'll give their names as well when I can, but for the team, Callum McKeown in goals, 2 Patrick Guy from Boardsmill, 3 Fionn Ennis from Trim, Charlie McHugh is at 4 from Dundary, as is 5 Charlie Fagan, same club, 6 Evan Lawless, 7 is Connor Heffernan from Trim. At midfield you have Cian McCaig, as I mentioned, number 8, Oisin Hughes, number 9, again from Trim. As I say, 10 isn't starting, 24 is in there. That's Alex Cole. 11, Rob Kelly from Donaghmore Ashbourne. 12 is Carl Flynn from the Fianna. 13 is Andrew Doyle from Ratos, same as the captain. 14, Ben Healy from the Fianna. And Robbie Dennehy is at 15 from Kilmessan. And while we're waiting to change to Laois, I'll give you the rest of the backroom team. Fergus Fagan, Niall McCaig, Fergal O'Neill, Carl O'Brien and Sean Doyle. Now Laois, their backroom team: Brendan Phelan, the manager, with Cal Brophy, Conor Doran, Owen Lonergan and Damien Walsh. The goalkeeper Shane Carroll from Portlaoise. 2, Conor Hickey. 3, Dara Cation, both from Boris Kilcotton. 4, Jacob Hilliard from Camross. 5, or is it Camross? 5, Ben Mead from Mount Rath. 6, the captain Harry Donoghue. 7, Oisin McRedmond from Portlaoise. 8, Tig Hughes from, is that Rosenalis? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the club name. 9, Rory Standish from Rathdowney Errol. 10, Scott Kelly. 11, Bobby O'Connor. 12 is Killian James from St Paul's. Jamie Fitzpatrick is 13 from Balnakill. 14, Daniel Bowe from Rathdowney Errol. And 15, Davy Delaney from Portlaoise. Meath have 10 different clubs represented, or at least they did before the late change, because Owen Smith is from the Gael Columkill Club, Alex Coyle from Trim. So 9 represented now on their starting 15. Good spread all over the county. And a few umbrellas up down below us here, so yeah, they're definitely, we don't feel it in the stand here obviously, but it's quite hard to see it at times, but it definitely looks like rain. But there's blue skies over to the left, so hopefully things will improve a little bit. The umpires coming out now in their white coats, so that's when you know you're close to the start. As I say, with a great game earlier on in the Corn Jerome O'Leary, and we're hoping for the same again in this game. The game being made available for you to watch free to view on the official GAA YouTube channel, and this one as well, and the other 4 finals today. So 6 finals today, and it's all about focusing on hurling development, the hurling pathway. This is a launch pad for young lads to go on in their hurling careers, and an award at the end of the game will be made to the best and fairest player. That's the individual award, and then the cup itself presented to the winning captain. You're looking at the Meath players in there getting a final word from their management, and he's geeing them up, but very much in the minds as well is the thought that this is about development, giving lads as much games as possible at this level. The Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge and then the Tonog competitions have been instrumental in the development of hurling, very much part of the overall plan, and has been there for a number of years, maybe 10 years now, and very much a part of Jarlath Byrne's initiatives as well when he came in as president. Some stirring words there from the manager. He wants to get the best out of his players, but as I say, as we saw in the last game, Kildare were going well and they made a lot of changes to give lads games. It wasn't necessarily about winning the game. That's the natural instinct as part of the GAA lifeblood. You want to win games, but this very much is on the bigger picture. So Meath against Laois, Leinster rivals. These lads all around the 16, 17-year-old age area. Games have been going on for a couple of months around the country. Every county represented in the competitions. Something like 38 teams in all. So some counties putting in 2 and 3 teams. Almost set. Subs all coming out from the inside pitch area to take their places at the front of the stand, and a big crowd in the stand on my left and right as we had before, and they've been encouraged to go in here by the conditions. You see a couple of umbrellas over there on the far side by some people braving the elements and maybe getting a different angle in proceedings. That is Tyg Hughes, number 8, immediately getting in at the David Delaney over in that right corner for Laois as they go looking for the first score. We had a score after 10 seconds for our man the last game. This one has taken 13 and it's gone off the post. Unlucky. David Delaney from Portlaoise, but a good bright start as we watch the replay of it. Nice skill, and on his left side, and he thought that was over himself, and we thought it was over too. Clearance, or rather the puck out from Callum McKeown, and falls for Cal Flynn, the number 12. Does well. Short little pass, and then the low ball played in, picked up by the man in the luminous boots and the yellow helmet and the socks rolled up as well, which is always an easy way of identification as the game goes on. So thanks to him for that from the commentator's point of view. Placed out to Rory Standish, the number 9, and it's just poked away from him. Possession in the middle of the field for Laois, but a little bit intricate there. Tyg Hughes got it, but it was one of those ones that was a man on him and he felt the challenge. That one delivered by Heffernan down into the left corner, but the ball might win, and indeed it goes over the line. Kieran is back with us, Kieran Kearney. Kieran, a sort of timid start to the game. No fireworks so far. Both teams just feeling their way into this game, and that was just slipped off the hurl there. Maybe that's something to do with the conditions. You were down there. There was a bit of a drizzle there, maybe affecting the ball sliding off the hurl. We'll just follow the play as it comes in here, but that's going to go all the way through to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think just a wee bit of rain there. Just a wee bit of rain there, and I'm sure the teams were well out early for the warm-up to be able to kind of get used to it. So hopefully they've got they'll take them a minute or two, but they'll get to grips with things.
And getting to grips with it now is the midfielder, number 8, Tyg Hughes. That was super play by him. Plays it down into that left corner. And you were giving me some good hurling advice in the first game about the weight of hurls and things. I see that number 8 there who got that ball, Hughes. He has a glove on his left hand just.
Yeah, I suppose that would be, I'm imagining now, we'll see when he gets up for his first high ball, but it would probably be his catching hand.
Yeah.
There's maybe an injury there or something that's compensating for it. But
yeah, because I don't see anybody else using it. I'd love on the left hand, but yeah, he actually went to catch that ball and he sort of half caught it, so maybe he's not fully confident with it, but obviously an important player in the team. And these Leinster rivals going at it here in this 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge. Corn William Robinson, and you can tell already there's nothing between these teams, which is good.
No. Seems to be kind of physically matched okay. I think this would be a younger Meath side than a Laois side. But a turnover ball there, it was a good call. There's a bit of a charge there for the Laois player coming out. So
when you say ages, can you just clarify what the age group is here and what happens there? Do counties put in 2 teams and maybe one's an under 16, one's under 17, or what is that?
Well, both teams will have teams that are in the A Leinster Championship or kind of the B, and this would be their next team. Some teams may decide to fill it with under 16s, which I think Meath will have done so more. Laois, this would be their kind of second string of minors, I believe.
24's lively.
But I'm willing to be corrected in that term.
I wouldn't do that. You're the boss when it comes to all this.
Yeah, but the comments will come through, I'm sure, maybe.
Yeah, we're on the YouTube there, and if anyone wants to leave a comment in the live chat, they can do. We did get some clarification on that in the previous game, so that was useful. Yeah, 24 I mentioned there, that was one late change for me, by the way, Kieran. Alex Cole in there, and he's easily identifiable. He has socks rolled up and he's the luminous boots, and he was involved there in that last effort as well. As this looks like going over, could be the first score of the game, and it is the first score of the game, and it goes to Meath, and it is their captain Cian McCaig from Ratoath. 1 point and no score. It's taken just over 4 minutes, but well delivered as Laois now try to win the ball in the middle, but on the break it's that man again. And he immediately sends it in there, and there's a one-on-one in there. What can the forward do here? Well, he's now outnumbered. It's 2 against 1, but he still persists. That's good play by him. Eventually goes to ground though, and he wins his free. Is it 11? It's 14. It's Ben Healy.
Yeah, I think just maybe accidental, but the feet was taken from under him there, so definitely wasn't intentional. But the forward was, I suppose, stopped there, trying to progress on through.
Meath have done well in their quarter-final and semi-final, scored 6 goals and 32 points. Big scoring games against Tyrone and Mayo. Laois beat Kildare and Roscommon, again big scoring games, so we're expecting plenty of scores today, but no real fireworks in that department so far. It was a post hit after 13 seconds, but now a couple of frees for Meath. 2 scores to 0 after just over 5 minutes, but no scores yet from play, but I'm sure that will change very, very shortly. As I say, both teams just a little bit cautious and feeling each other out, and that one arrowed to I think it was at the right corner back over there, and now Laois trying to build through the hands as they come up the field. He's got a man over. Now he gives a diagonal ball in, and it's always a tricky one to defend, especially when it bounces all the way through, but good strong defending for Meath, and it's 2 against 1 there, and he does get rid of it, but a pretty obvious throw.
Yeah, that was a throw. It was good pressure. Again, I'd say in our earlier game we talked about the importance of turnovers and working hard, and that certainly putting the Laois player under pressure has made a big difference. So unfortunately the ball has just went out. But I wondered, Jerome, in the last game that we had, all of the scoring seemed to be going down towards our right in both halves. So first couple of scores obviously for Meath shooting into the same goal that we get most of our scores last game.
Number 6 has been prevalent so far, Lawless, and there's the first score from play by the number 14, Ben Healy for Meath. Yeah, I was giving credit there to Evan Lawless, number 6. He's been pretty good at the back so far. He's obviously standing out, but good finishing there by Healy, and that's 3-0 for Meath. So the goalkeeper now figuring out where to go with it. Well, he goes the same way he did before, and the player just right on the 20, but takes it beautifully. I think those two have rehearsed that before. They know each other well. They've tried that because it's worked twice for them, even though he was being pretty closely marked as well, and Meath will be trying to clamp down on that, but it means that Laois have good possession. Bobby O'Connor has it now, and he sent a similar ball into the last one, but it's easily taken back there, and it was Conor Heffernan from Trim. I think they're maybe the most represented club on the starting 15. Now it's gone all the way through to Cole, who's from that club, and trying to get it, shows good skill as well, and just pops it off to his mate, but that's going to go to the right and wide from Andrew Doyle.
Yeah, a wee bit of a rush shot there. I think he could have possibly took a wee bit more time. Ryan
Brennan on the live chat there makes the point. Laois is mostly under 16s, Kieran.
Okay, Well, then
and they do look a bit small. Both teams look a bit the same, but they're similar, I'd say. This is again Oisin McRedmond for Portlaoise does well. You heard the clash of the ice, but the ball still sent deep into Meath territory. But again, look who's back there. It's Laois, but not able to take it.
It's a lovely touch there from Charlie McHugh, just on the defending there.
But this is Delaney. Fitzpatrick puts it across and batted to the net, and it was Tyke Hughes up there with a lovely finish. Well, Laois had their first score, and what a way to get it. It's a nice goal on 8 minutes, and as you said, some lovely play in the build-up and a nice finish at the back post. That was beautiful play.
Well, great timing to be able to watch that ball come across and then just be able to bat it at the right time. So that'll give Laois a big lift here.
And the pass had to be absolutely perfect, and it was.
It was, yeah, it definitely was, yeah. It was just weighted nicely across, and to be fair, it was great vision to be able to see that. You know, there was options there that could have shot themselves, but playing it across was a sensible option and fair play.
Really nice goal, beautifully created from Laois. No points so far, but it's all right when you can get goals like that. We'll take that all day long. And nice skill in the build-up as well. Now there's an injury there, is there? A little bit of treatment, but he's okay. Weather's taking a turn for the better after that little spell just before the game. Perfect conditions here for hurling, and fantastic pitch as well to play on. You couldn't ask for better than this. Maybe Croke Park, but they're pretty much in a par, aren't they?
Well, when you have the same lads looking after the pitch that look after Croke Park, you know, you can see the difference, and it has the exact same dimensions and whatever, you know. So it's great experience for these lads to be playing on the pitch. They got as well commented on the game beforehand. Yeah,
they must love it as well, and adds to the prestige of the whole thing, and they feel like, you know, they're being treated really, really well.
Yeah, and like,
oh, great hook.
Well done, good turnover.
That's that fella Tyke Hughes again we've been talking about. He got the goal, and it was a great hook by him as well.
Showing both sides of the game, being able to score and being able to put in what you would call the dirty work.
So you were just trying to finish a point there about, you know, the platform these guys are getting to play. Oh, what a pass, and what a brilliant take as well, and it's Fitzpatrick, and he's going through. Well, it deserved the goal, but I don't think he's going to get it. Oh, yes! Yeah. Brilliant, and boy did he enjoy that. That was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant on the run there, Kieran, the way he took that. Let's have another look at it here. That was superb. Broke down a little bit because Patrick Guy got to him, but persistence paid in the end. But what a brilliant take on the run.
Yeah, to be fair to Patrick Guy, as you say there, it was a great hook. He kept him under pressure, but just the ball popped again, and then you're able to get the follow up with the score. So
is that another one? It is another score.
And that's a great response.
What was I saying about this game being a little bit cautious in the first 5 minutes or so? Now it's livening up. I can't get over the way he took that on the run there. It was like it came over his shoulder and he took it into his left hand. It was superb. Absolutely brilliant, and a great point at the other end as well. Now you feel the crowd are into it. The players have raised the level as well, and beautiful layoff as well from the number 11 O'Connor. Well, these Laois lads can play. They've got all the skills. And a finish maybe by Scott Kelly. Oh, unlucky. But yeah, you see, I mean, we've seen a great hook. We've seen lovely little pass off there. You know, it was beautiful as well. I mean, they're lovely skills here. Yeah,
there's a lot of players here might be kind of small enough in stature, but they definitely are stylish. When you can see the movements of what they're trying to do, they definitely are moving. And again, the one thing you're seeing there from Laois is the want to be able to change the direction. Diagonal ball is making a difference, and then there you go, they're getting the results from it with the break of the ball coming down into the forward line.
Here, Tommy Welch wasn't the biggest man in the world, but what a hurler, you know. They don't have to be big, I suppose.
No, as long as plenty of fight in them and plenty of skill.
Absolutely, and it's definitely been prevalent here in the last 5 minutes or so, and it's just fantastic to see. Already 11 and 8 are standing out for me for Laois with their tricks, and that's what you love to see. Natural hurlers, I would say, Kieran.
Yeah, no, you can see that very evident, and a great catch there. And unlucky we could have had a score, but you can see again putting the pressure on the puck out. Laois are wanting to go short, and we're through on goal.
Robbie Dennehy gives it into Cole. Unselfish play from him. Will it end in a goal? Oh, it does, and he's very grateful for the pass. He enjoyed that moment. This is terrific stuff in the 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge. Corn William Robinson, these Leinster rivals going at it and giving us a feast of goals.
And to be fair to Ben Healy, when the ball came to him there, he kind of was on the back foot, and he was able to adjust his foot and his strike, you know, to be able to get a good power through it, and that was nice.
Yeah, he really did. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, with the way it came at him, he really adjusted really nicely, and maybe you get more power that way sometimes, do you?
Well, I suppose he was able to stand rather than kind of hitting it on the run. So there's an element of being able to put the power through it.
Interesting. Liven things up, as I say. 13 minutes nearly gone. 3 goals in the game in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and the crowd loving it. And I hope the crowd online are enjoying it as well. As I say, leave a comment there in the live chat if you like. All 6 finals today being live streamed by the official GAA YouTube channel. Good pressure again from Bobby O'Connor trying to stop the ball getting out.
Yeah, an advantage being played by the referee just on the kind of the tackles there. Really, really good pressure from Laois there. You could see that Rory Standish and also Bobby O'Connor there were putting the effort through. Absolutely.
Now this one's going to drop in and around the square, you would imagine. That's why Laois have got a lot of numbers back there. And another one going back is Hughes. So they know where this is going from Cian McCaig, the captain, and it's fallen through, and somebody pulls on that. It could end up in the net, and somebody does pull on it. And how did it not go in the net? We were waiting for the net to ripple there from Ben Healy, but it must have just swung to the left a bit. It looked certain to be a goal, but it's not the 4th goal of the game, but it was the threat of one, no doubt about that. This is the Meath centre half back that I was crediting earlier on. Laois does well under pressure, gets support from Heffernan. You can't take your eyes off this one, it's really good stuff. That's Kelly, but that one has gone to the left and it's gone wide.
Just maybe a wee bit out of shooting range.
Yeah, he just didn't connect there as he wanted. Now this goalkeeper Shane Carroll has been very busy, and he loves to hit that low trajectory there and find his men, and he usually does as well, but it's spilled, and a chance for Healy, and Healy doesn't miss.
Yeah, now the goalkeeper's poke outs have been good, but it's just up to the lads to be able to control it when they do get it, and unfortunately just a wee bit of a slip of the hand there, and it results in the ball being turned over.
And what it means is, exactly in the first quarter, it's 1-5 to 2-1. So 8 plays 7. Laois have more goals than points. This is Flynn. And that's a tricky one for the keeper. No, it's not. Goes to the right and goes wide. I thought it was maybe going to drop in over his head. He was off his line there. But he is under pressure, and as I say, he's having a lot of puck-outs in this game. And he's looking where to go with it. Changes his mind. It goes right again. And he's looking for the big fella, number 10, Scott Kelly. And it spills nicely for him to take on the run, and off he goes. Well, that's pace. They can't catch him. He's an absolute flyer. What's he going to get at the end of it? He sort of scuffs it. Oh, and he's got a goal out of it. I think he actually fooled the goalkeeper there by not connecting properly.
Yeah, it was a brilliant run. Very, very dangerous. He obviously has the head up. I think he just went to dink it over the bar, and obviously the goalkeeper kind of lost sight of it there. So Laois will be delighted that they're getting goals, but
bit fortunate.
Yeah, very much so.
3 goals and 1 point. Well, I'm saying they're not doing that much attacking, but every time they go up, they seem to get a goal. And Meath have had most of the play and most of the pressure from left to right, but they find themselves behind because of those 3 goals, but a little bit freakish.
Yeah, fortuitous there, certainly, I would say.
Yeah.
Meath will want to kind of respond quickly to that.
And that one sent low. That's a tricky one, and that nearly ended up going into the net. I think it came off the keeper's hurl low down, but he sent it in with serious pace, and it had maybe a couple of deflections, and that could have been another goal. This is a really entertaining game, I think is the best way of putting it. You're thinking anything can happen here.
That's one of those balls that comes through to the goalkeeper where they're bit quaking in their boots because this can just bounce anywhere, but he done well to get a stick and then direct it out very wide.
You sound like a man who was scarred by that many years ago.
I'll not comment on my goalkeeping ability.
But yeah, that one took a few deflections and didn't work out for Meath. Laois have been getting goals every time they seem to shoot, but not for Meath. 17 minutes gone. 2-point game for Laois. because of those goals, even though they've only scored 4 times. Decision goes for Laois and Harry Donoghue, their captain.
Yeah, a wee bit of a chop. An opportunity there for Meath to try and turn over the ball. Robbie Dennehy, to be fair to him, he was getting in for the tackle, but it was just onto the hurl.
This is Scott Kelly. Got the goal a minute ago. I think that's going just to the right, but it's dropping in around the danger area. If somebody can get onto that one. No, Meath have defended it stoutly. One back for Laois, and a lovely turn inside as well. Well, they've certainly got ambition every time they go for goal, don't they? He turned inside there, Fitzpatrick, and he got the second goal, I think it was, of the game.
It was a great change of direction, and he just sold the dummy to a couple of lads and just created a great opportunity for himself there.
They seem to have it in their heads, go for goal, you know, turn, try things, which is good. I mean, I suppose you want that from a coach at this level, saying don't worry about the percentages, just go and do what you want to go for it.
When you're able to slip through, I suppose, in a crowded space there like that, and be able to change the direction and whatever, create danger, it's great to see. So yeah, we want to see more of that throughout the rest of the game.
McCaig had one of these a few minutes ago. The last one dropped in around the penalty area spot. McCaig, that's a good one. That's gone a bit further, but too far actually. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide, and for all Meath's persistence, they are still trailing by 2 points after 19 minutes. They've been a little bit unfortunate in that regard, but maybe it'll change.
The Laois management trying to tell the goalkeeper to come this side. I think there's a good variance between going short and long. If you end up going short too often, it becomes predictable, so they're trying to see whether they can mix it up.
Meath get it back though. That's a good ball. Very hard to defend against, and beautifully taken as well by Doyle. He spins away from his man, but he's been marshalled now by Hillards. 2 men on him now, and he doesn't get the right connection on it. And Laois have a chance to clear with McRedmond. Nicely taken by Standish. And now they get the distance on it, but the Meath defender is out first. And has he got the decision? I think he has. He has. Green ball? No, there's a bit of debate about it now. It's a blue ball. And they take it quickly, and Meath weren't expecting that, but the referee's going to make them take it again.
Yeah, just weren't sure. I think linesman is Aaron Douglas, keeping up with play coming up the line to make sure this is hit from the right spot. So thanks to Aaron, and who was linesman in the last game, Dean Alford, who was ref in the last game, and Rory Hanley now, who's the man in the middle. And again, like we had earlier, Rory, another young referee who's coming through the ranks, covers a lot of games for us nationally, another dub here, and it's great to have him involved in our games. When
you say young ref, what sort of age would he be?
I don't want to be
roughly
making it. I would say Rory would be well under 30.
Yeah,
mark.
That's good to see then. We were at an event in Croke Park, a under 10 ladies activity day during the week, and all the referees were under 14, which was great to see as well, and all young girls, and they were all looking forward to refereeing and combining it with their playing careers as well. So getting it in early and keeping them coming through. This is Meath and Laois going at each other here, and it spills, and O'Connor has it from a difficult angle. I think that's over, you know. No, very, very close. Very, very close. Unlucky.
Just going to get another look at it here.
You think it was over?
I had a feeling that was over.
Well, it was the umpire nearest it on that near post who gave it. I always think the umpire at the near post has maybe got the worst position, but he was looking straight up at it, and he gave it as a wide, and there was no protest. Meath at the other end looking to get a score, and it's their midfielder and captain McCaig, I think, and he has got a score, so a bit of a 2-point turnaround there, and after Laois couldn't miss, then they don't get a score, and Meath do at the other end. Evens out in the end, doesn't it? 1-6 to 3-1.
Oh, that's a great catch.
Oh, that's fantastic from Ocean McRedmond from Port Laois, and it means that Laois are on the attack, but it spills. Corner forward does well. Fitzpatrick, he is busy. And this is the number 11, O'Connor. They've some really good forwards, haven't they?
There are really good battles going on here. Again, like the game earlier, very, very clean, tidy. Just really approaching to go
connection
for the ball.
He actually stuck out almost too cleanly. Yeah, good matchups all over the place.
Really like the style of the number 11 from Laois, Bobby O'Connor, from Tremera, which I believe is the club of former GA President Liam O'Neill.
All right. Spills for Hughes with the blue boots. Pokes it down into the corner, but good defending by Patrick Guy to get out in front there. And that's why we now have a scrap for possession. It'll come out eventually.
Yeah, there's a hand in there.
Yeah, well spotted, Kieran, and well spotted the referee. Straight down the middle, straight down the throats of the Laois defence. Spills, but well read and picked up by Dara Keeshan. And he has, well, he's going to have a free if he needs it. Referee give really good advantage there. That's great to see. And they get on with it. Instead of stopping for a free, Connor Hickey sends it up into the corner looking for, is it Fitzpatrick over there?
Very, very comfortable in the ball. Connor Hickey, those couple of short puck outs that he got at the start, he came out, he carried the ball really well. And again, you can see there when he has the opportunity as well. But Laois are in again.
There was a woe from the crowd there because he played that when he was sitting on the ground and he ended up getting a score out of it as well. He adapted really, really well to that and created the score. That's a great assist.
That's well taken now, to be fair. Rory Standish being able to kind of change his direction and what he was planning to do there. So.
Oh, lovely bit of skill as well by Flynn. Breaks down but nearly got away with it. And gets a decision in the end for Laois. Just checking on the live chat. Seamus Ryan says he's watching from Spain. Says come on Meath. Michael Bulger says it's under 17 but both teams are under 16. So thanks for those comments coming in. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. 24, nearly 25 minutes gone and the time really has flown and the blue skies are out, so no complaints at all here. We're getting a good exhibition of hurling between these lads. Doesn't matter what age they are, they're fantastic skills and makes you hopeful about the future from these two counties. That's James, Killian James, number 12, but great defending again by the Meath half back line. They've been very impressive so far. This is Flynn in the half forwards, gives it into Dennehy. Hasn't had possession for a while, I think, but that's better now. And Cole sends it high. Might be accurate, you know, the way it's dropping. And yes, it is over the bar from Cole, from Trim. Really good score by him. it's a
great take. Again, leaning back into it. But one thing you can see there is from both teams, the half-backs and the midfielders are really getting their heads up to try and deliver the ball in purposely to somebody rather than just hammer it in anywhere.
Here comes the full forward, Healy. He's been the danger man so far. Gets it out to Cole, and he's well blocked down. That's fantastic play again by the Laois defence, because he scored a minute ago and he thought, I'll just do it again, but not this time. McRedmond gets rid of it and gets it right up into the forwards. It's going to be well covered by Heffernan, is it? And that should be a Meath ball. What's interesting so far on the Laois puckouts, Kieran, is the keeper tries to arrow them to a lad on the 20 every time, and it worked a couple of times early on, but I think Meath have copped onto it and they're putting real pressure on it, and they nearly got a score from it there a minute ago.
Yeah, well, once you see that's been done a number of times, the full forward line need to push onto them a wee bit and try and see where they're winning the puckouts. I think in midfield there, Cian McCaig and also on half-back Conor Heffernan are starting to win ball. They're big lads there, and they're trying to impose themselves on the game. So you'd nearly be encouraging Laois to let the ball go long so that you can win it.
Change there for Laois. 17 is in Ryan Haslam from Port Laois, and I think he's come in for, well, I know he's come in for Ben Mead. I think he's actually the number 17 come in to Mark Cole. You sent him over to him.
They're obviously wanting them to try and shut that down. So
yeah, he's been busy up there. He's been dangerous, so he's going to track him. A little bit of room here if he can get the ball out. He does get it out to McCaig, and he delivers it immediately, and you can tell, well, he was looking for Cole. That's exactly where Cole was for the last minute, but he wasn't to know that Cole had actually moved inside.
It was nice measured again, that diagonal ball that every kind of forward wants, a change of direction. The back doesn't really know when it's coming to the outside of them, and more danger here for Meath.
Yeah, he's still got it. He's coming inside. There's danger here, and they managed to get away in the end. What I was wrong about the 17, he actually hasn't gone in and Cole. He's playing a little bit further out the field. Number 3 is on him, and that is Dara Keishan. He's still on him, but ball's up the other end, so it matters not. Laois might get a score here. Can they get a point? Oh, great pace again from Kelly, and takes his point this time. Yes, he does, and that's their third point. 3-3 now to 1-7. 12 plays 10.
You can see there when Scott Kelly opens the leg, he's very, very dangerous. And over on that side, they want to kind of be able to give him a wee bit of space and an opportunity to run on. Yeah,
he's got pace. There's no doubt about that. As soon as he goes on, that he runs away from people. Has done a few times, and he's got a couple of scores out of it too. Oh, beautifully taken by Hughes. You wondered, the defender was closing in on him on his blind side, and you thought there could be a collision here, but because he took it cleanly on his stick, he was able to divert himself away. That was beautiful skill.
I think he had a wee bit more space in front of him as well. He could have opened up and kept going.
Here he is onto this one. Well, we were talking about catching it with that glove, and he didn't get a clean catch on it, and that's why it's a battle for possession. But he does well now and slips it to number 7, McRedmond, and he should get a score here. No, it's just dropping to the left and dropping a little bit short. He maybe should have taken that a few steps on.
Yeah, I think that maybe something they should be thinking about, folks. On if the space is in front of them, keep going until you get into a more comfortable shooting range.
29 minutes nearly gone. We're nearly at half time already. It's flown by. Really good hurling. Crowd really enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying it online as well. This is Healy. Oh, that fella can take a score, can't he?
That's lovely. Really, really good. He's been very, very dangerous there. He almost kind of ghosted in there a few minutes ago for a goal. I think at that time the Laois full back line thought the ball was maybe going out, and he didn't give up the fight, and he kept going, and they created the chance. But some lovely points.
And variation on the puckouts now, as you were alluding to as well, and that's resulted in it going all the way up to Jamie Fitzpatrick, and he just loves to go. He loves to take on defenders. What was it? Too many times in the hand or something?
He was in between minds of thinking about trying to play it off the hurl, and he ended up tapping it up from it with his left hand, I think it was, to himself. So it was just a wee bit unfortunate. It was kind of one of those ones when you're in their danger area, you kind of want to let it go. So
clearance by the Meath goalkeeper Callum McKeown. Gets good distance on it, and it spills, and it goes all the way through to Dennehy, and Dennehy's in behind here, and he looks like he's got goal in his mind. He runs in and keeps going, and in the end it was a decent save by Shane Carroll.
Yeah, that was really good. You can see there from the opportunity that he turned inside, and then we had it was a full back, was it? Yep, that came out and met him. Dara Keishan came out and just put him then again back onto the back foot there. So that was a vital tackle there from Dara Keishan. So fair play to him. And then a great save from the keeper Shane Carroll.
Maybe should have just taken his point, but I don't want to put guys down for going for goal, because that's what we like to see. But maybe the management would be said, just take your point there.
Well, after the first opportunity, when you get shut down, if you don't get through clear first time, then just take the safe option to pop it over. But
they might still get a point at the end of all that, and they do. So we're in added time at the end of the first half, and 1-9 now plays 3-3. That's level scores, and the referee calling for the ball, and appropriately that ends the half level, because no team really deserves to be behind. Really entertaining first half. Loads of great goals and loads of great hurling, Kieran.
Yeah, again, like the game we had earlier, very clean, very good flow to things, good shot taking options. Both teams probably management, so one or two things I'm sure that they can tidy up on, but it's all to play for here in the second half. It's very evenly poised, a lot of really nice stuff, and we look forward to our next 30 minutes.
Absolutely, and the sunshine out as well, and we hope it stays not just for half time but for the second half. Thanks, Kieran, and we will be back for the start of the second half in about 6 or 7 minutes time. Welcome back for the second half. 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge. Corn William Robinson. The referee is Rory Hanley. And Rory gets us underway, and I'm glad to say the sunshine has stayed out throughout half time and for the second half, Ball played up towards Cole, showing well, getting out in front as he did a lot in the first half. Gets it back out, but good defending. Laois' number 6 there, Harry Donoghue, the captain, getting stuck in at the start of the second half, Kieran.
I think the sunshine has just come out again, Jerome. Hopefully it stays like that for the rest of the day.
Absolutely. It looks great here at Abbotttstown. And the pitch, as we've said a few times, is perfect for hurling. That's a serious effort from distance, looking for his full forward maybe, but it just pops over the line. So we were spoiled in the first half with some terrific hurling. What we have in the second half, Meath's goalkeeper Callum McKeown sends it on. It's spilled all the way through, and kindly for Ben Healy. And from a Laois point of view, that is not the man you want to see getting a bit of space in front of him. Two men trying to catch him, they can't catch him, and he's picked up where he left off.
He's been very impressive now, as I say. He's been showed a range of different types of skills and strikes and scores, so he's done very well now, to be fair to him. He's certainly one that Laois will want to get a wee bit of a grips on here.
And that's the lead by a point. Let me just fix your microphone up there a bit. There we go. And we'll hear you a little bit better as Meath get possession here with Conor Heffernan. Sends a low one in, and it's worked because a little bit of room again, and that should be 2 in a row. He watches it closely, but it's just gone to the left and wide from Healy. And really, that was probably the easier of the two.
Yeah, and again, a great ball from Conor Heffernan. He's been very impressive today as well. His range of striking and whatever, and heads up all the time.
Clearance from the goalkeeper, and the puck out Carroll, and on the break, the man in the red helmet does well. He's the number 9, Rory Standish, who had a good first half. This is Fitzpatrick, who also had a good first half, and that's going to just go to the left and wide from O'Connor. Now, where's he going with this puck out? McKeown changes direction this time and puts it towards Flynn, and Flynn takes it brilliantly. He's also from the Nafena club, under serious pressure again from Donoghue, but fouled by Donoghue.
Yeah, that was great take. And then again, just wanted to go straight at it, and it was held up, and then I think the referee just indicated there, I think the player just inadvertently grabbed his helmet there.
This is McCaig. Into the breeze. As you can see, the yellow flag on the far side. He is shooting into this. Doesn't seem too strong up here in the stand, but when you look at the flags there, there's definitely a very significant breeze. So it's a bit trickier, but he struck it well. Is it on target? It is. So Meath playing into the breeze in the second half, but they've started the better. Scored 2 and should have had 3. Puck out has come down to the stand side. Dropping down for, I think it was Hughes to go for it, and Laois do indeed get possession with Haslam, but it's gone over the line, and it's a Meath ball. Well, I wonder how long Meath will be able to keep this up, or will the breeze have an impact in the second half? You can keep your comments coming there on the live chat on the YouTube. We will keep an eye on that. Low one sent in by Charlie Fagan. Clear though. McRedmond had a good first half and sends it down into that corner, but Guy's going to get there to the ball first. Clears his lines, but it's deflected by Delaney for Laois, and that could be an important touch because it means that Hughes is able to get it, and now O'Connor. Those two were terrific in the first half, but they've been closed down in this occasion, and Laois still looking for their first goal in the second half, but a brilliant change of direction by O'Connor, and he bamboozled them there, and that was absolutely brilliant, Kieran. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah,
I'll have another look at it again. That was fantastic. That's how to get out of a tight situation. Superb.
Yeah, his close control has been very, very good the whole game, and a good striker of a ball.
Lovely little dummy there, and they were left wondering where'd he go. That is their first score of the second half. So it's 1-11-3-4, 14-13 in other money. Both teams cancelling each other out. It's really competitive out there, and tackles flying, and it's 100% commitment. and they're just really well matched. That's Laois coming away with it again. Doyle latching onto it. He has a lot to do out there, but he goes for it from a really tricky angle. Maybe a pass, maybe a shot, ended up neither.
Yeah, that was, you say there, it was a difficult angle to be shooting from there. Maybe should have recycled the ball and or else try to work something else a wee bit different.
That was Kelly going for it, number 10, and manages to divert it into the path of O'Connor, whether it was intentional or not. He angles that ball to the corner, but again, Guy gets there first. He reads the game really well. That's a couple of times he's done that, and gets it up as far. Is that a 21 there for Meath? I think it is. Yeah, so he's come on maybe for the second half. That's Terry Martin. So it was maybe a change at halftime for Meath.
Well out there from the Meath centre back there, showing again you just want to go in and break up play and make sure you can create a turnover, and it puts Meath back on the front foot here.
It's just going from one end to the other. Really good open game, and you don't know what way it's going to go. It did end up level at half time, and Meath, though, have started the second half really well, and that's a really nicely taken point as well. 6 minutes in, and it's Meath 1-12. That's 15 plays 13. 2-point lead for Meath, and they're making a bit of a nonsense of the breeze because they're playing nearly better into it the way it's going.
Yeah, Rob Kelly just got a really nice move there, and he took the score really, really well, so fair play to him. Both number 11s having good influence on this game.
Laois playing it low and working it through and getting a little bit of joy here maybe. Could be a score here. He could have maybe taken his point there. He looked like he wanted to put his head down and go for goal. Chance here surely for O'Connor to put it over, and he puts it wide. They've been quite wasteful in the second half, and they're certainly not using the breeze and shooting from distance.
No. Things were a wee bit tight there. Meath obviously were putting on a bit of pressure, but after seeing how good Bobby O'Connor has been throughout the game, you would have expected him to win that, but that's an absolutely fantastic catch. And
Flynn, yeah, I think that's the second one he's done in about 5 minutes. But the defenders getting in and around him, and Laois get it clear, low and played up, and can he take it? He can, this fella Kelly. Now if he gets away and opens the legs, he'll be away, but instead he passes it, and it's really well worked, and there is Standish, the man easily identifiable in the red helmet, but that pass just breaks down, and both teams seem to be having bother when they get to the scoring area because both defences are coming in and getting the ball away. But this is Cole now in a bit of room. He's come well out the field, instantly turns and sends a brilliant diagonal ball because he spotted Healy in space, and Laois cannot allow him that kind of space.
To be fair, actually, there was a couple of men from Meath there that Alex Cole could have hit there. At least we're a wee bit slack there, but it was well picked out, and again, Ben Healy's been very, very good.
So Meath extend their lead, but Laois now, that's spilled nicely for them, and it's McRedmond in a little bit of room. Now will they be satisfied with a point? Will they try to go further? Another little bit of close control, which is nice. He goes for goal, and the keeper was delighted with himself there. He got a touch on that, and
so he should be, to be fair. That was again really worked. Once Laois get the final ball correct, they're creating great opportunities, and that was a hell of a save there from Callum McCune.
Yeah, I thought that was getting in the top corner, and I'd say O'Connor thought that as well, and most of the crowd here, but he managed to deflect it and keeps him at bay with some great goals in the first half. No goals so far, so 38, nearly 39 minutes in, 113, 3-4, 16 plays 13 if I'm doing my sums right.
You can just see there, once Laois create the overlaps, they are creating Meath an awful lot of bother. They're finding it difficult to keep an eye on the men. The runners off the shoulder are being very effective for Laois, and they're just waiting for that one just to connect and to get the final end product from it.
Do you think it's a matter of time, or do you think Laois maybe should just go take their points?
They're between a rock and a hard place. They want to keep the scoreboard ticking over, but I suppose it's difficult when you're a young lad there. You're in the right place and you want to shoot something like that. You know, that shot, that was the right shot to take there, I would say. Just the execution of it didn't come across. Yeah,
they have great forwards, and O'Connor really has a smell for goal. You can see that every time he gets it, and he's full of great tricks. But the question is, will it come? And if the sideline were being a bit harsh, they'd be screaming, "Take your points, the goals will come." But you don't want to dampen the lads' enthusiasm either. Number 10 coming on, that's Owen Smith for Meath. He was down to start the game, he didn't, but he's in now. He's from the Gael Column Kill Club. He's in for Meath. And on for 13, Doyle has come off. Nicely taken by Haslam, but just unable to keep it in.
I think he was a wee bit leisurely over that ball. Maybe thinking about what he was going to do with it instead of securing possession and then going for the next step.
Puck out from McKeown. Right up the middle. Batted down. And Laois, you feel, are coming on in waves now, and the pressure is on the Meath defence. And they've stood up really well so far. And you wonder how long they'll be able to hold out. Oh, that's a great ball. Down into the forwards as well. Even though there were a lot of blue jerseys there, it was the one man in green who did well, and now it's Kelly. Rob Kelly. It's an interesting angle that he put on it there, trying to arrow it over the bar, but didn't get it right.
Two lovely touches, two really nice takes there from Meath. But again, just the final execution was just letting them both teams down here a little.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Standish now for Laois. There's a direct one. They are letting the ball do the work now, but it comes back out again, and Heffernan has a chance to tidy up, but he's under serious pressure from Daniel Bowe. That's Ennis, Fionn Ennis. Eventually manages to get it away. A little bit unorthodox, but he got there. And now there's room. There's Meath players in space, as you spotted before. There's options for them.
Yeah, like
Laois are not picking up their men.
There's 2 or 3 men here that have the opportunity there, and Laois, it's not that they're working hard, they're not working smart maybe. What they're at here, there's no doubt every player is absolutely busting a gut out here, but they maybe just at this age group you can maybe find it a wee bit difficult to communicate with each other. That you have to remember, as our viewers were saying, some of these lads are under 16 and whatever, so they maybe just are not as mature and communication skills and methods or whatever with them. And
good advantage played by the ref, and there's going to be a free in here for Laois. I just feel it's coming here for Laois. I just feel that they're going to get over the line here the way things are going. The pressure is mainly from left to right. They're knocking on the door all the time, and they've got a free.
Yeah, this should take it back to 1 and keep the pressure on here. You would expect or hope that Scott Kelly will pop this over.
Just keeping an eye on the live chat on the YouTube. Keep the messages coming there. As this goes over the bar from Kelly. Eamon is watching from Galway. His cousin Brendan Phelan is managing Laois.
Just a shout there from the Laois management. They've changed the full forward and the centre forward. So Bobby O'Connor's going into centre forward, and Daniel Bowe has come out into centre forward. Sorry. So yeah, Bobby O'Connor's gone full forward. Sorry. That
says to me they're definitely wanting to get goal. Put it in there to him, because he's the man who can unlock it there, and a goal would make a big difference in this. But that's a good effort by Flynn. Is it over? Oh, it's a brilliant effort from Flynn.
Again, just from that pocket of space inside between the 45 and 65, Meath seem to be not be getting picked up, and that would be giving me a bit of concern if it was on the Laois line.
Haslam for Laois, under pressure from 1 man, 2 men. Still gets it away, and there is that man that you spotted has moved into full forward. O'Connor, full of tricks, but he ends up coming all the way out to about halfway, but laid it off well, and they do get their score out of it because Daniel Bowe has put it over. So maybe that tactic's going to work for them.
Yeah, Ryan Haslam there from the Port Laois club in Laois there, he came out really well. It was under pressure, and he got a great ball in.
And on the break, McRedmond did not even think or look where that was going to go. Well, he thought, he just didn't look, and it's gone all the way into O'Connor, and he is full of tricks and scooped that over the bar. Could have been under.
Could have been. He done really, really well. And just, I think, at the time that it jumped up in front of him, as we look back on it here, I think he was almost in 2 minds. Was he possibly going to put the boot in it there?
It's level. That's the important thing now. This game is really heating up, and the crowd are loving it. Absolutely loving it. Tempted hook comes in from Donoghue, the captain. And that's a real battle between them, and he won that battle in the end, and now it means that Laois can counter, and Laois might get the lead here because they've got it, and it's Fitzpatrick, and he's dangerous. Will he be satisfied with the point? He's been fouled, and it's a free in, and this is a golden chance, and yeah, Laois's momentum is carrying them in this game.
You can't underestimate the impact of those couple of tackles there from Harry Donoghue. He just absolutely stuck himself to Rob Kelly from Meath, created the turnover there, just hassling, keeping the hand in, not committing to a foul, and just turning over, and then 10 seconds later we have a free at the other end, which will put Laois ahead, hopefully.
And this now into the last quarter. Sets it up really nicely for the last quarter of the game. Meath had a good third quarter of the game just up until the last minute or so there. They did really well. The breeze seems to have dropped a little bit, but they were playing really well, but now they're under a bit of pressure. That was Standish again. That's Kelly again. And it all seems to be happening since they sent this man in to full forward, as you spotted, Kieran. He has been the target, he's been the finisher, he's been the provider. He is the guy who's changing this game.
And in fairness to his teammates, he's getting the right ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they all know exactly what ball to give him. And a few minutes ago I spotted, they didn't even look, they knew where he'd be. So maybe that's been a preordained tactic. If they get another score out of it, they have another score out of it.
It's a great score. I think that was Daniel Bowe that time again. He's come out, get heavily involved, so fair play to the Laois management. That's been a great switch. That's just really turned the tide for them there in the last 5 minutes.
You wonder, is that something that they all knew was going to happen in the last quarter of the game, because they've all just clicked into that, and it seems to be working beautifully.
Well, I would imagine the two players have been very good, and they're versatile, that they can play in either position. So
they go again, Laois, and this time it's Delaney. Surely not another one. It is another one. Well, Laois are cutting loose.
Yeah.
4-point lead. Am I reading that right? Yeah, I am right. 3-12, 1-14.
This is where Meath maybe need those one or two lads, the ball winners in the forward line, to come out to the half forward line and just to win one or two, get a handle on the ball and get them driving up the pitch. And probably no better man to do it for Meath than Ben Healy.
Yeah, he's come out, but he took a knock there, and that was a sore one. He's gone down, and that was a really sore one. He obviously got a connection from a hurl there, and he's in a lot of pain. That was maybe hurl and bone, and it's just not happening for Meath at the minute. But Laois are flying, and it's McRedmond again. He knows where to go with it. He knows that this man will get out in front. He might take his own score. Is that going to drop over? It is. This man's on fire. Bobby O'Connor from Tremera is flying it, and so are Laois.
That's super. Really good. Just all the momentum now.
And a lot of the puck outs and clearances from Meath are just going straight up the middle, and it's not working because Laois are coming back at them every single time, and that's Delaney from distance. And that would be a sore one to take because there was nobody on him. They give it straight to him, and he sent it straight over the bar within seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ben Healy from Meath is still down here. He's not a player that they want to be losing here, and hopefully he'll be okay to carry on for these last 12 minutes or so, because if Meath are going to get back into this game, he's been their danger man.
Laois have sent in number 23, Bobby McWay from Ballypicus, is that? So they've made a change, and they're taking off Ty Hughes, the number 8, who's getting a well-deserved round of applause. He had a super game.
He was fantastic in the first half, and maybe it's just they want to freshen things up here in the middle.
Yep, and give games to as many as he can as well. Now this is exactly what Meath need. The man who was hurt a minute ago, showing real leadership there. Healy, he gets stuck in. He's recovered from the knock and trying to win a ball he'd no right to win, but it's clogged up a little bit now. And Meath do emerge with it, and it's Dennehy, and it's a dangerous looking ball across. You can see what he was trying to do to get Kelly in, but Laois managed to divert that one. Smith is there for Meath, and it breaks Smith again. Number 10, he came in about 5 or 6 minutes ago, did well there. They need to win that sort of dirty ball. But talking of dirty ball, that's good scrapping again from the Laois number 23 who came in a few minutes ago, McWay. And again, it's scrappy, but possession all important. And I was going to say that was the number 9 with the red helmet. No, it's not. It's the other one. It's the 23 with the red helmet, and that is McWay. And that was just gone. The referee, or the supporters thought that was over, but it wasn't. Now these puck outs, as I say, they have to go out to the sides, I think. But that's pretty much up the middle again. It's easy. You're making it really easy for Laois. Now Cole has come back and done well to win possession, but again, it's a bit of a hit and hope, and it's worked so far. And that is Healy. Good ball inside. Well, he did get the advantage.
Yeah, no, that was a good call from the referee, Rory Hanley. The right decision there. Unfortunately, I suppose for Meath, we were saying there about players needing to come out. As you said, Alex Cole had to go near into his own half back line to win a ball and then send it forward. And Meath really need to get the scoreboard moving again here.
They do. Now, where's this been taken from here? Because the
I think that's right. That's from where the original foul was, where the referee put his hand up. To be fair, no.
Yeah, some of the crowd were questioning that, but as you say, the officials on the ball. This is McCaig, the captain. They need leadership from him. They need a score from him, and they've got a score from him. Eight and a half to go. 5 points in it. Meath looking good, but you would not discount Laois at all. Or Laois looking good, but you wouldn't discount Meath. Sorry, where am I going? I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, it's Laois well in front.
And again, I must say, there hasn't been a bad stroke or anything. Again, it's been played in the absolutely the right spirit. It's pure dogged hard work and some fantastic scores in it. This is our last Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge final of the day. We've obviously had 5 other games, and just to give our winners today, we've had Cork White won the Division 1, Dublin won the Division 2, Armagh, who won here in Abbotttstown in the Division 4 earlier. We had victory for Longford in Division 5 and Louth in the Division 6. So it's been a great day of hurling and some very tight scores across all them games.
Absolutely. And a few titles there for Leinster, and we're going to have another Leinster winner here today because it's a Leinster derby. McWay finds a way to put it over the bar.
At the minute, you'd have to say it's going to be a Laois winner, unless Meath can pull something out.
Yeah, well, Meath have the players to do it, but they've just sort of found it really difficult the last 10 minutes or so, and Laois seem to have got all the answers. But is there a twist? Oh, great play by the Laois number 17, Haslam. And off they come. Shortened the stick there, Donoghue the captain, and he's been terrific to get it up to McWay again, who's made a difference in the last 5 minutes. This is Charlie McHugh, number 4, and he does well, and it's cleared then by Fagan, the 2 Dundee lads combining from that club. Can they get something here? Can Meath make a game of it right at the end? Well, Dennehy has it. He's got 3 or 4 men after him. They're chasing him, and they do enough. He doesn't get a good enough connection on it, and Laois will clear their lines, but only to give it straight back to Meath. Oh, what a steal that was. That's fantastic play by Daniel Bowe, and he gets a decision and he gets applause from the sideline. He'd really no right to win that.
You know, when things are kind of going your way, you win a ball maybe you've no right to be winning, you turn it over and you create a foul, and that's a big one. It's more kind of a lifter there. You can hear the crowd reacting to that, and there's a fantastic crowd here as well.
Yeah, a lift for them, but also puts Meath down a bit. Just when they were looking to get a bit of momentum, they're going, oh, come on, we can't get anything here. This now is Scott Kelly. A hush in the crowds. And is it on target? That looks like a beauty.
Lovely.
Dead on target. When it's going for you, it goes for you. 7 points in it now. It was level at half time, and coming up to the end of the third quarter, it was about level. But Laois have really pulled away. And there he is again. That's Kelly again. He's been pursued, takes a wise option and leaves it off, looking for O'Connor. I suppose the match-winning move of the game was O'Connor got into full forward, Kieran. Was that, or is that fair to say, or is that a little bit easy to say?
No, well, I think not only him going in, but also taking Daniel Bowe out. you know, the two of them have been equally as effective whenever that switch was made. You know, so it definitely turned the tide for Laois' favour.
Meath not giving up. Here comes Evan Lawless.
That's lovely.
That's fantastic play. Deserves a score and gets one.
Oh my God! Clip that later, Jerome, because that is as good a score as you are going to see this weekend. If anybody pulls that off in the Gaelic grounds or Croke Park tomorrow, we'd be going absolute daft about it.
Brilliant to see at this level. Absolutely superb, and it really justifies everything that's going on with these competitions when you see something like that, and a lot of the skills we've seen today.
That's fantastic, absolutely fantastic, as I say, for 16, 17-year-old lads. Running through the middle, popping the ball over a lad's head takes a lot of confidence, and fair play to the execution. Ultimately, doing that is important, but when you tap it off and with the score, that's the vital thing. So, no, that was absolutely superb.
Yeah, brilliant score, and that's with a team who are losing as well, but he had the confidence and obviously the direction as well from the sideline. Express yourself, and that's what these lads are doing. On the live chat, Francis Cahill has told me it's Trumra, not, what do they call it? Trumra, he says it's pronounced.
Okay.
And McWay is pronounced McWee. There you go. Thanks for those clarifications. The rain is coming down here now in Abbotttstown, but it's not putting a dampener on their proceedings. We've had two fantastic games, and this is ending with Bobby O'Connor putting it in low this time, and maybe it was the conditions or something there, but he didn't connect the way that man can connect.
I think he was stretching a wee bit, and
he's gone down, is he?
Under pressure.
Is that him has gone down as well? Maybe with a bit of a knock as well, so maybe he got a bit of a knock there as well, but Meath carry on regardless with their captain Cian McCaig leading the fight. They are not giving up. He slips it off to Healy. Healy is going low, is he? Well, he just didn't connect either, or maybe he was hooked there, I'm not quite sure, but anyway.
Yeah, I think there was a hook in there, yet, to be fair.
It's terrific to watch, isn't it? You can't take your eyes off it. There's something happening all the time, and it's all brilliant to watch. It's really honest endeavour. Good effort by Lawless, is it? Is it going to be on target? They need this to go over. It has gone over.
That's another fantastic score.
3 to go.
That's what you want your centre half to do there. When you're under pressure, you want to get up the pitch, and if your centre half's able to stand, come out through the defence, pop one over the gap, it's a big lift. The difficulty here, I think we're getting a shout on the sideline here. That seems to be Ben Healy's day done. I think he's under pressure. Oh,
right, okay. So he was hurt a while back, and he's maybe aggravated it.
Yeah.
Two subs for Laois, 21 and 20 are on. 20 is Tiernan Lawless from Portlaoise, and Jack Mahan, 21, is on from Mount Mellick. So they're sending in a few men, and Meath have sent in number 18, Ronan Diggins from Kildalkey. Yeah, that doesn't look good for Healy. What a game he's had.
No, fantastic. It's been one of the bright sparks here for Meath.
A lot of contenders for Best and Fairest award, but I'm not quite sure where to go with it, to be honest. I suppose O'Connor is probably the standout, the number 11, but Donoghue, the captain, has been fantastic too. Yeah, and a lot of contenders all over the field.
Daniel Bowe, and to be fair, up until the last few minutes there, I would say Ben Healy was the best performer, along with Evan Lawless from Meath.
Yeah, and I thought Oisin McRedmond at number 7 was really good for Laois. He's been really good all through the game, that half back line, and he's been outstanding there. And Kelly in parts as well. I mean, Scott Kelly, you know, the pace that he has had at times as well has been really, really good. Yeah,
he opened up a couple of times, particularly in the first half there, stretched the legs and was really hard to follow.
And this fella at 12 for me, Cahill Flynn, made a couple of great catches in that as well. It's just been real stars all over the field. Pity about this weather here, but these lads don't seem to mind that. This is Kelly I was talking about, and is he putting in another reminder that he's still in contention for player of the match? Oh, the rain's got nasty, but Scott Kelly doesn't be affected at all.
So 1 minute to go and 6 points in it. It's going to be tough for Meath to turn, but that's a lovely take there.
That's Charlie Fagan, and that's his clubmate, the two combining again from Dundee, Charlie McHugh, and they clear it, but it's coming right back at them.
And this is now where Meath were needing the men to be free there up the pitch. They ended up having a couple spare Laois players in their kind of half back line, and that's ended up turning things a little.
This rain has turned it nasty.
It's a great cut.
That is a great cut, especially in the conditions. It's really getting the ball away from the immediate vicinity. And that's good battling by the Meath sub who came in. He did well there, Ronan Diggins, to dig it out and get it up there, but Laois have got men back, and the conditions really not helping Meath as a team looking to try and get up the field. When the ball stops, it gets bogged down, and that kind of suits Laois, and they have really stuck it out as well. Time-wise, we're just over the mark, 6 points in it. We're 2 or 3 seconds into added time now, and I don't think there'll be that much of it.
No, there's been a couple of stoppages, to be fair, for injuries.
Yeah, so maybe a couple of minutes. Kelly, though, got a score off his right, and there's one of us left.
Lovely. Just after we maybe were saying that he hadn't been as effective in the second half, he comes up and pops up two great points there, so that's really good from Scott Kelly.
Just making your choice for best and fairest a wee bit more difficult.
It's a tough one.
It is actually, yeah. The previous game it was easy enough. The lad got 3 goals, Hamilton, but this one not so easy. The rain pelting in from behind the stand on the left-hand side here, so most of the crowd okay, but still a few umbrellas down at the front. But all the players and officials and sideline mentors there are getting drenched, which is a shame. You know, I wouldn't like to be having to go down and make a presentation there, Kieran. But good luck to you there.
Yeah. Do you want to go and take this one for the team?
Yeah, I think our cameraman should go down there too. I'll stay up here. 22 for Laois is going in for the last minute or two. That's John Gilbert from Boris Kilcotton, same club as Conor Hickey and Dara Keeshan. And indeed William Bergen in the subs as well. So nearly at the end. Actually, the rain's just died a little bit. You're going to head off? Right, that's Kieran heading off to organise the presentation of the cup in the rain, but there was a couple of minutes, the rain not as bad as it was a couple of minutes ago. Another sub been lined up for Laois. They want to get Conor Sweeney on, he's from Ballyfin, but the free will be taken first. Doesn't get great distance on it, comes up a little bit short, and Charlie McHugh is quick onto it. Gives a good pass as well. Is there a chance here for me to get something at the end and make it even more interesting? Cal Flynn, very good game. Tries to get it to Cole. Gets it to his captain, McCaig. McCaig puts it in there, and that's a useful one. You can see where he was going for that. If this spills, and look who's up there. Lawless is up there, number 6 for Meath. But I'm not sure if the chance is still there. It's not, because Dara Keeshan has done well for Laois. He deserves a mention as well, an honourable mention. Goes as far as Owen Smith for Meath, who will keep trying. Linesperson looks at his watch. We're 2.5 minutes into added time, and again the conditions just very difficult there, and it make it hard to just get clean possession. Lawless keeps going and tries to get it in there. He knows there's only one way to go, and that is to put it in low there to try and get a goal, but it's a free out for Laois, and that should be just about that. And there is the full-time whistle, and Laois are the winners in this Leinster derby. They have beaten Meath in the end, comfortably enough on the scoreboard, but it was level at half-time, and it was pretty much level, I think, going into the last quarter. But they pulled away and have won a really, really good game of hurling in the 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge Corn William Robinson. Thank you for your comments on the live chat. You're welcome to leave 1 or 2 there by congratulation, or even contenders for the best and fairest award. Thank you for your kind comments. I'm just looking at comment through there from Francis Cahill and Michael Boyan, is it? Michael, very pleased to see the talent coming through in Laois. And somebody else making the point about Robert Kelly being taken off, said that he is a fantastic hurler. He ran amok in a game a couple of weeks ago, so maybe that helps swing the game as well. But the game not all about winning, it's about development of the game and young hurlers, and we certainly saw that today from both sides. Terrific performances from Meath and from Laois. Lots of lads out there getting a chance to excel on the big stage. So we will stay on for the presentation of that award and of course of the cup, even though the rain's still coming down, but it's reduced now to more of a drizzle, thankfully. So Kieran and the helpers here at Abbotttstown at the National Sports Centre have the table out, they have the cup out, they have the awards there, and they just need to get the players over. The referee's there and the poor fella is drenched as well, but he had a good game, and thank you to the officials here today and everyone who has helped. The Meath players are heading over to the right away from the presentation area. That's not a good sign. They're obviously going to do some kind of a warm down, but I imagine when the officials see that, they'll want them to come back up because we want to get this presentation done before that. And the Laois players, in fact, have gone in to a huddle in the middle of the field. This isn't really going according to plan presentation wise, but as I say, we will stay on. Word will get out to them to come over to get this bit done. Sean Matthews says, Laois Abu, congratulations from the United States. And Michael is on again, says congratulations to Ben and Jack from St Fintan's Mount Rath and Bobby O'Connor from Neighbours Trumra. Oh yeah, I see the way that should be pronounced now. Thank you for that, Trumra. Well done, Laois, 2 in a row, says Michael Bulger. So we do have a speaker system. Maybe there's a way to get that so you'll be able to hear the presentation. We're also getting a camera to go down there as well to pick up the presentation.
Oh, here it is.
Sorry about that, just assistant Kieran there because the all-important microphone was missing, but we found it under a seat. So we're going to now get the presentation, and we will pick up what Kieran's saying anyway because we have a camera and a microphone down there as Laois come over.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will just get started with the presentation. Following the presentation, we'll give parents an opportunity to get photos with all of the players just over at the side here. Okay, so just first of all, I want to thank the referee, Rory and his team, for a great game. It was played in the right spirit, so thanks to the referees and officials. To Tony, Derry and the staff here in Abbotttstown, I'm sure everybody can appreciate getting to play a final here in Abbotttstown with a great pitch facility. There was a great atmosphere in the crowd here, so thanks to everybody here in Abbotttstown. Sponsors, Electric Ireland, who sponsor the Celtic Challenge, have been great partners for a number of years now, and you can see what it means to have 6 different finals throughout today, played all straight for players to be able to look into over the years ahead, and those will stay in the GA YouTube channel, so it's great to have the support of Electric Ireland. To Meath, an absolutely fantastic display. Just to the last kind of 10 minutes, Laois got a wee bit of momentum there, and we're able to get a couple of scores, tag on, and but lads, you should, I heard your management there, rightly so, you should be proud of yourselves. Keep your heads high, and you put in a fantastic display, and hopefully you can build on this over the next couple of years. So all the best, well done to the big players. To Laois, congratulations on your victory. As I said there, the momentum that you had at a couple of times for getting a couple of scores at key stages to secure the victory was fantastic. So well done to Laois, well done to both sets of players, management teams. So just before we present the trophy, I'm going to present the best and fairest to the Laois number 11, Bobby O'Connor. Well done, Bobby. And now I can present the Corn William Robinson to the Laois captain, Harry O'Donoghue. Nice. Okay, we'll just get a team picture from Laois, and then, as I said, we will get pictures, all pairs, team pictures. We'll just be up in the corner. Okay. Thank you very much, folks.
Down behind you, and then lift it.
Harry, show the wrong side of it. What? Oh, come on, Harry. It is. Give us a speech.
Well, there you have the final photograph. Bit of a mess as usual, but they'll organise that, and they'll have the informal and the formal version, and then the supporters and family members, as Kieran says, will all get in for the photograph as well for posterity, because Laois are the winners. They have won the 2025 Electric Ireland Celtic Challenge. Corn William Robinson, 2 in a row for them. Thank you very much for watching the live stream coverage. We hope you've enjoyed it, and the first game as well here. 2 games from Abbotttstown, and we've very much enjoyed bringing them to you on the live stream, and terrific games of hurling, and we wish Kildare all the best tomorrow. No harm to their opponents in the Joe McDonough, but they have embodied the spirit of the Celtic Challenge and Tónóg over the years, and it has been part of their rise as well, and that's what it's about. It's about the rise of hurling, the development of the game, and player pathway for these young lads. So that's it from Abbotttstown. We hope you've enjoyed it, and it's a very good afternoon from us.